So it was me. I read up and insisted on hiking to Lake Solitude. I knew it was longer than I had ever hiked, but I was up for it. It sounded amazing. A beautiful glacier lake hidden in the middle of the Tetons? Luckily, Mason is always game for a ridiculous hike. We'd even gone so far as to scope out the start point the day before during our hike to Inspiration Point. That's right, the trail starts at the top of Inspiration Point. We did some quick math and knew hiking from the visitor center would add an additional 4 miles round trip. We weren't sure if we had time to do that, so we opted to take the ferry to save a little time. But as soon as we got to the dock, some guy told us it was impossible to get to the lake due to the snow. Bummer, we seem to keep running into the same problem. Would today be yet another day to show off my mad skills in the snow? We decided to go anyway. To get to the beginning of the trail to Lake Solitude, you first have to hike the Cascade Canyon Trail, which is deemed the most popular trail in the entire park. So we were still really excited to be able to do that.
All right, we are about an hour up trail from Inspiration Point, and it's been smooth. I mean, there's probably half and half forest coverage to wide open canyon. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's the trail is really clear and very easy and mostly flat, so just a little bit of up and down. We traversed some snow, but it's very packed down.
It took us about 30 minutes to get from the boat to Inspiration Point, and then an additional hour to where we are now. We got this beautiful spot on the river, which I'm sure you can hear. And we're just making some tea, and Shelly made some breakfast wraps, so we're gonna get into those.
Along the way, we kept asking, "Did you make it to Lake Solitude?" Nope, no way, too much snow. You can't find the trail. It seemed literally impossible. We pressed on. After all, we're having a great time and there's no need to stop yet. We crossed rivers, snowbanks, forests, and bridges. The trail is incredibly well maintained. We even made a few friends along the way.
Dude, you are not scared of anything, are you? Later, dude. That was cool.
Peace out, buddy.
Well, we made it to the fork. Let's continue on. Yeah, heading towards Lake Solitude.
After we arrived at the point where the Cascade Canyon Trail splits to go to Lake Solitude, the environment continued to change. It was a beautiful sunny day. Before we knew it, we walked out of the old forest and into a younger, more open forest full of snow. We were surrounded by the mountaintops we had been longingly looking at from afar. The GPS app told us that there were some backcountry campsites ahead.
So give you an idea of how much snow we got right here. That sign would probably usually be at least waist high. Look at that view though. Bang.
We're in the trees.
We are in the trees. Let's keep going.
All right, let's go. Before long, the trail was full of snow, and at one point I looked at Mason and asked, "How far are we going to go?" "All the way if we can," was his reply. Were we really going to do it? Not long after that, we ran into the first person that made it. It wasn't going to be easy, but it was possible.
All right, we have been rolling through this trail. Probably closer to 2 hours from our last break. We just kept going. You know, it being a relatively flat trail, it was pretty fast paced there for a while, and now we're running into snow, but Luckily, there's a ton of snowpack and it's pretty easy so far. Very hikeable. Glad we have our trekking poles with us and we're wearing boots. A lot of people have already turned around and said that they wish they had boots and trekking poles. All right, check out this basin. I guess you would call it a basin, or just as part of the canyon. It's just walls of snow everywhere. Shelly just chug-a-lugging along. Except for a very small spot near some rocks and probably near the shore, it is completely frozen and snow covered. You can see a few animal tracks go out onto it. But besides that, you really can't tell where the shore is, which is a little creepy, so we're not going to get too close. But yeah, the last little bit, as Shelly said, was a little steep. Luckily for us, the snowpack was there. So with our boots and with trekking poles, it made it doable. Yeah, epic hike. If you have the time, if you have multiple days out here in the Grand Teton, I would definitely suggest it. We're gonna try to haul-tail it back because I'm thirsty for a beer. You want some wine, baby? And maybe some hot food? French fries, maybe? All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Bye. After seeing the lake in all its glory, the sky clouded over as if it was telling us to leave. Cold, excited, and fulfilled, we turned around and made it our mission to get back as soon as possible. Dreams of a warm seat inside Dornan's had us each chanting our own mantras: pizza, wine, and beer, fries, beer, fries. We made it! Standing in line at the ferry, exhausted and with a little disbelief, we both felt a great sense of accomplishment.